What up, everybody, and welcome to the Gritty Knows Best podcast.
Woo!
Please like, comment, subscribe, get a snack, tell a friend, tell your auntie, get a snack. Like I said that already, get comfortable, and let's talk about the Switch.
Get your favorite blanket. Don't forget your favorite blanket. Justin loves when you bring up the favorite blanket. Thank you for that fantastic intro. Wow. Everybody loves your intros. They are world-renowned. People call me and they say, can we borrow Leonard to do the intro for our show? And I don't answer them because I go, absolutely not. I will never do that. I've never, ever, ever. This is our commodity here. This is our guy. Okay? Yes, there is a lot of controversy about the Nintendo Switch 2. As EJ lights his cigarette there, this is our expert that we're going to bring in to talk about the Switch. Okay, Leonard, are you a Switch guy? Leonard Theodore Grant II? What a beautiful name you have. Leonard Theodore Grant II. Do you love that name?
I thought about changing my name at one point.
To what?
I have no idea, but I wanted to change it.
Don't ever change it. Don't ever change it. We are going to talk about the controversy that is going on with the Nintendo Switch 2. There's a couple of points we're going to bring up. We're going to go point by point, line by line about what's going on. EJ and I and Lenny, you can jump in at any time. The first thing that people are a little up in arms about when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 handheld gaming system is that this system will cost $450 when I believe the last Nintendo Switch was about what, $299, something like that, right around there?
Yeah, like $3 and change.
Eddie, how do you feel about that price tag for the Nintendo Switch?
The price isn't really what bothers me. Like for the system, I figured it would go up, right? Because everybody been complaining that it's not powerful enough and this and that. So you want more power, that costs more money.
Is this model going to be more powerful?
Yeah, they said it's going to be more powerful. There's more storage, just better like frames and stuff. Like they're saying all this shit. Okay. So when you hear all that, I mean it adds up, right? I mean it's going to cost more.
I heard it was kind of a basic bitch model for a Switch, but I don't know.
I heard the battery life is going to be less on it. I think 2 hours less on the battery.
Really?
I don't know how we're hearing about battery life when it ain't even out yet. But
there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of speculation about what's going on. But what is not speculation at all is what we have right here. And these are cold, hard facts, buddy. And the other fact is that these games are going to be priced at around 80 smackaroos. Okay? Wow. From Mario Kart, you're going to be there with a little banana peel, and you dropped $80 on that. I do not think. Now, I'm not a Nintendo guy. I do not like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Schmitty Kong, any of the Princess Peach. I don't like any of those fucking games, okay?
You don't like Diddy Kong, bro?
I don't like Diddy Kong. But I don't think I'm being biased when I say that those games are not worth $80. EJ, you are a big Nintendo boy. Do you think those games are they worth that money?
It depends. It depends. I don't know. I've seen the trailer for Mario Kart, and it doesn't look like it's worth 80. I saw the trailer for the Donkey Kong game. It's not 80, it's 70, and I don't think it's even worth 70. But I can't sit here and say that they're not going to make games that are going to be worth $70 or $80. I mean, it's going to happen.
Did I have it wrong at 80 or 70?
No, Donkey Kong is 70.
Okay,
that's it.
But some of them are 80.
I think.
Isn't like Mario Kart?
I know Donkey Kong is 70. I'm pretty sure Mario Kart's 80.
All right. Well. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think the price tag is appropriate at all. As I said before, I think the only game that is probably worth paying above $60 for is a game like GTA or Red Dead, where you just get an exponential amount of value, years worth of value and new content. And value is subjective, but I don't think any game should be over $60. But if you're gonna do a game over 60, I think it should be GTA Red Dead. But still, I don't think it should go over that. What is absolutely insane, now this is when we get deep into the price gouging and the money hungry nature of Nintendo. As everybody knows, there are Nintendo defenders out there online that are getting roasted because they're just, sucking at the teat of Nintendo and anything that they put out. Like, I'll definitely pay $200 for that, because if you think about it, when you go to a movie, you play. Or somebody really used that as an analogy. They're like, if you go to a movie, you pay $80 when you go to them. Like, bro, I've never paid $80 for like a movie day.
I don't know what fucking movie theater
what fucking movie are you going to? They're like, well, if you go to a movie, it's $80, but if you buy the game, it's $80. It's gonna last you way longer than that movie. I'm like, what movie theater you going to, bro? What movie you watching? Never heard of it. But
that con artist is making millions right now off that dumbass.
That's right. But defend this. I dare you to defend this one, pal. Okay? So the switcheroony is going to come with an instructional or tutorial video. And that video right there,
it's more like a tech demo. I think a tech demo is a better way to describe what it is.
What it is. It's gonna cost you $10 for a tutorial on the system that you bought. Imagine you buy a bed frame, and then you open the box, and inside the box it's a card, and it says, "Scan this QR code and pay us $15 for us to show you how to put it together." Are you kidding me?
Now you're retarded.
Why would I pay for that, man? And why would you price that? Just throw it in for free. Throw us a bone. You're already raping everybody with the $80 Diddy Kong. Come on, man. Am I bugging here?
No, you're not wrong. They really are charging for a tech demo, which is crazy.
Insane. And literally no value, pretty much. Like zero. Like, really. So there was a little controversy about these upgraded games. You were telling me about this today, EJ. You want to expound upon that?
Oh, yeah. So there's going to be certain games like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, where I think it's like $20 or $30, and they'll upgrade it allegedly to, I guess, the quality of a Switch 2 port. And I just think that's crazy, bro. Like, I already bought the game. Just throw me a bone. Upgrade me for free, bro.
You ain't getting no bones from Nintendo. You're only getting banana peels right on the road. You ain't getting no.
Or
bones.
or you would figure like, all right, like maybe they're like a Nintendo Online. Maybe they have Nintendo Online, right? So like maybe they'll throw you a bone if you have that. Like, you got Nintendo Online? We'll let you upgrade your game for free.
Wow.
Nope, none of that.
And they are doing Nintendo Online now for this system where you pay, I think it's $20 for you to do like a game chat and video chat with your friends, right? Is that true, EJ?
I think that's included. I think if you want to use that, you probably have to have online.
I heard you got to pay. I heard it's $20 a month to talk to your buddies.
A month?
I heard it's $20 to talk to your buddies. That's what I heard.
That's crazy,
that's
bro.
Listen, is it shocking? Would it shock you?
I mean, if it's true, it's fucked up.
Mario got his hands in your pockets, dude. Mario's got his hands in your pockets. And you and I, EJ, were listening to a video where this dude was explaining how apparently Nintendo will take an old game, let's say Luigi's Mansion 2, I believe this was an example. Let's say it came out for $60 or $40 back in the day. Then they'll price it down to $20 or so eventually, only to bring it back around for the next system, like the Nintendo Switch, and charge you $60 for this game that came out 11, 12 years ago. Is that true, Eddie? We read that, right?
That is very true.
Isn't that insane? You're going to charge me full price for a game that came out 11 years ago?
I mean, like I said, like, people will probably be like, oh, but it's like HD, so they worked on it. It's not just a straight port. That'll probably be their excuse.
HDD's nuts, bro. For real. I
Mm.
heard it ain't even that good from credible source. I don't even know if they're credible. They're just people online. I don't know if they're credible.
Nah, I
I
don't know. I don't know if that's true, bro. Everybody loves the Luigi's Mansion games.
No, I'm just saying I don't
I,
think the quality is upgraded like you're saying. Like did they like what could they really have done to charge the full price again?
I heard
Um,
like Nintendo said no to remastering. I think it was Golden Age 006, I think it was, or 007 from the Nintendo 64 remaster it.
Like
The developer wanted to remaster it, but Nintendo said no to it.
oh, they didn't find any value. They didn't want it. They didn't want it on the platform. I heard they're gonna put some GameCube games on the Switch too, right?
yeah, and they're gonna make you pay probably because you got to pay for the 64 games.
Twisting your arm,
And I'm
begging
not
to be
gonna lie,
paid.
they'll probably get my money because I like GameCube
Oh,
games, so they'll probably get my money for that.
that I can see bringing back an old game from a whole nother like from GameCube from way back and bringing it around. But I still don't know about no $60-$80 for a GameCube game. That's crazy. Like yeah, maybe $30 for a GameCube game. Like that's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know the price points on those, but still, that's insane. The next thing that they announced was the game key cards. Now, this one is pretty controversial because a lot of people aren't really understanding how this works, and there's a lot of speculation, rumors about what this is. EJ and I were looking into this. So, apparently, the game key card is essentially a card that you get that you would get if you get the full game, right? You know, you go into GameStop, boom, you get the card that's in the game case. But this card does not contain the full game. It only contains 20 to maybe 50% of your game. Then you put said card into your system and then download the rest of your game to your Switch. So you still have to use your internet. You still technically don't fully own the game. If the servers ever go down years and years from now, which they eventually will, because it's happened before, and I've heard this from, I was watching some videos earlier on YouTube, and guys, Nintendo guys were saying that this happened. So really, you don't actually own the full game. I don't know why anybody would really want this. Apparently, it'll be easier to share it. Like I can give Eddie my card, and then he could download the rest of the game on his thing. So I guess it's worth it for that. But who's really buying games to share it? I'm not buying games thinking, oh, Eddie's really gonna like this. You buy your own game, dude. Maybe I'll throw you a game if I really think you like it. But I mean, what is the purpose? I'm a big physical media guy if I can. You know what I mean? If I can, I want to buy the actual disc. I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's stupid.
Oh, go ahead, Lenny.
Oh, my fault, Eddie.
No, no, go ahead,
Yeah,
Lenny.
good, Leonard. Good, Lenny.
Cook, Lenny, cook.
Nah, I don't like the whole game. The only getting like half of your game, and then you have to do all. That's feel like mad fucking work just to get a whole game. Like you're gonna give me half on that little, what do you say, game pass or game card?
Key.
Game key.
Yeah.
Like you get like 50% of the game.
Yeah.
And then you gotta put it in it just to get download the rest of the game. That seems stupid.
Apparently, it's because some developers just don't want to put the whole game on the card. Like, I guess it costs money. Like, all of this is to save money, obviously. Whatever they do, what you could boil all this down to either saving money or making money or both. And that's what this comes down to. Am I wrong, Eddie? You know more about Nintendo than me.
So they've always had this weird thing with their cartridges where they just never really had that much space. So I feel like it's rare that they would have a full game on the cartridge anyway. You would usually get like half the game on the cartridge, and you have to download the rest. So and yeah, they kind of there was a few games that like they put up in the store that you could only download, and then like maybe like a year later they pulled it from the store. So like if you didn't have it downloaded or like if you didn't buy it, like it was a wrap, like you were never gonna get it. I don't think they could just take it away from you though. You know what I mean? I don't think they could be like, oh, I see that you have this game downloaded. We're gonna delete that. I don't think they could do that, but.
That's not what I heard. I was hearing from what is the guy's name? Some Ordinary Gamer. That's the guy, and he was saying that eventually, after a long time, if you have a game, like the server will go down for the game, and you can't play it even if you have it or something like that, and you have to unless the developer patches it up. And he's saying that in the case of these online games that. Eventually,
online. Well, yeah, I mean,
the online games, and that's what's going to happen
eventually,
because,
like, they'll shut it down once they move to the next system.
Right.
I think they were saying that they'll keep the Switch One like online stuff going till like 2027.
Right.
So I think that's the last year for the Switch.
So will you lose stuff in 2027 if like are you in danger of losing things in 2027 that they're going to take the store down?
If I can't go back to the store, then yeah, sure. There's games that I won't be able to re-download. But I mean, as long as I pick the games right, if I pick the games that I know I want.
Well, hold on.
Sure, I'll lose some games because they're not downloaded. But
how many gigs?
Sounds like an investment at this point.
How many gigs you got on that Switch One?
Not like 30.
All right, so you got 30 gigs, right? So you can't keep all your games.
Plus my memory card.
You can't keep all your games on there. So what you're telling me is that in 2027, if
what
you
I'm
don't have,
hold on, have to pick and choose.
Yeah, if you don't have all your games downloaded to your system, which you technically can't because you don't have that much space, you're gonna lose your games.
I would assume so. I mean, how are you gonna get back in the store if there's no store?
If that's true, that's bullshit. That's not right.
But that's not just Nintendo. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could say that about like Xbox, right? Like you can't just turn your Xbox on and go download a game off the store because that store is closed down now.
That's why I'd rather have physical media, and we'll get to that at the end here.
Well, Nintendo's just physical media's ass.
So do they sell cartridges with full games on them? I'm assuming they do because that's what I heard that they do.
I mean, if it's a small game, sure.
Because I've heard that some of this is going to be game key, but a lot of the native Nintendo games will be on the full cartridges.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's more space on these cartridges.
Right.
Because like I said before, it was like you might get half of the game, but you still got to download some. So.
Right.
We'll see. I guess it's time will tell.
Only time will tell. I can't remember if there's any more. Those are all the points that we wrote down. EJ, give us your concise thoughts overall about the Switch 2.
My thoughts are everybody's hating on the Switch, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it'll still be sold out. And I might as well just wait. I might as well just wait a while. I'm not gonna try to get it as soon as it drops. I'll probably wait like half a year.
Right.
Yes. You also gotta worry about the tariffs too, because that's why they're delayed.
Oh, the big tariffs that are coming?
Yeah, they blocked it. Actually, no, they didn't. They actually lifted it. Never mind. They lifted electronics off the tariffs.
That's right. That's right. I did read that. Like iPhones and stuff, they're not gonna get tariffed.
Yeah, never mind.
I don't know. Is the Switch made in China?
I don't know where it's made. Yeah, I mean, it's not made in America. I'll tell you that.
They can't afford to do it in America.
No way.
Oh, I figured it was made in Japan since it's, from Japan.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that much. So, yeah, people are just calling Nintendo off of being greedy bastards for all this stuff, and they totally are. But what company really isn't? I think they're just one of the greediest, and it's a shame because they know they got people by the balls. Because if you want to play their games, you have to get the Switch. Pretty much, you can't play their games on anything else. So EJ, you're going to be one of the guys that just says fuck it, rape me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not getting it when it first comes out, but eventually I'll get it because the new Pokemon game will come out sooner or later. So,
and that's where you're. And
then when that comes out, I'll go get it.
That's what you're really in this for.
And then I'll buy the little thing for the GameCube games, and they'll get more and more of my money, and you know how it is.
Now, if you weren't playing Pokemon, would you buy the Switch?
Probably not.
What would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably just keep playing my old games on the Switch One.
Oh, okay. All right. Only for the Pokemon. That's what you do it for. You really love Pokemon. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible. Well, only time will tell, and the Switch is coming out very, very soon. Coming out in June, right?
June like 5th or something.
June 5th or 6th, yeah.
And as you said, it will be sold out. It definitely will be.
Everybody's
gone.
shitting on it, but it'll be sold out.
I was about 30 seconds away from buying a Switch myself, okay? Because when I went to EJ's house, we ended up playing Batman Arkham City. I had no clue that a Nintendo Switch was able to play Batman Arkham City. So I was like, oh, wow. Like, I've been thinking about getting a new system, but I don't have a TV and I don't want a TV. So I'm like, am I going to have to get a TV just to play a freaking game? Like, this is lame, whatever. I didn't really know what I wanted. So once I saw this Switch, I'm like, oh, this is cool, handheld, and they have Batman. And I know they got Hello Kitty Island Adventure, two of my favorite games. So I was about like 30 seconds away from. I kept saying to people, I'm gonna buy a Switch. I'm gonna buy a Switch next time. I'm gonna buy a Switch. And then my friend Tyler, shout out to Tyler, and my friend Axel were like, dude, what? You're about to make the biggest mistake ever. Just buy a Steam Deck. And let me tell you right now, I have been in love and obsessed with this thing. If I would have got a Switch and then found out about the capabilities of my Steam Deck and what I was missing out on, I would have just shot myself because I just been playing this thing all freaking night, dude. If you don't know, Steam Deck is a handheld gaming system that is connected with the website Steam. And Steam, you can download all kind of games. So I would have been just restricted to Nintendo games and whenever Nintendo games were licensed out for the Steam Deck. So I would have been really restricted, or the Switch, I would have been really restricted. I've been playing the Batman games. I got Andy and Lele on there. I downloaded a bunch of indie games because that's the fun thing is you could play indie games on the Steam Deck because it's on Steam. And it's good for blind people because the screen is mad big and you can put your face all up in the screen. So let me give y'all this little piece of advice here. If you're thinking about getting a Switch and you're not a die-hard Nintendo fan, if you don't need to play those games, if you're looking to just play games, get a Switch. You will not regret it. You will probably end up regretting it if you get the Steam Deck. Nobody corrected me. Let me rephrase that. Get the Steam Deck if you're thinking of getting a Switch because you can play far more games. Only get the Switch if you're a diehard Nintendo fan and you want to play those games. Unlike me, I don't care about none of that shit. So I want to play all the other games that are available out there. So, and I've heard the same sentiment from other people. Like a lot of people are getting on the Steam Deck wave, I feel like. I've been hearing more and more about it. I wish I would have got into it earlier, but hey, what can you do? We're here now. We are here now. Who was I talking about it with that Nintendo's trying to get away from Diddy Kong? Was that you, Leonard?
Yeah.
It was you?
They're trying to get away from Diddy.
Was it you, Leonard?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I was talking to somebody and they were telling me that Nintendo's not trying to like acknowledge Diddy Kong anymore because of the name, because obviously Diddy. And I'm like, dude, ain't nobody thinking. I mean, it's like kind of like an LOL, but I don't think it's gonna be like a blemish on the Nintendo brand that you have a Diddy Kong unless he's out there like dancing around
unless he's going to freak offs. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, unless he's like Diddy Kong the freak off game, or he's dancing around in a metallic suit with sunglasses on. I don't think so. I don't know if they're gonna try to rename the guy or what's going on with. But I thought it'd be funny if they try to rename him, but they just keep renaming him all the Diddy names by accident. Like they name him Puffy Khan, they name him Sean Combs Kong. They just keep the Puffy Kong. They just keep naming him all the Diddy names. That'll be crazy, dude. My new favorite video, genre right now, I've had this for a while, are these videos where people will go into the VR world. Have you guys seen this?
I don't watch it. It makes me motion sickness.
Well, no, you don't have to actually put the VR helmet on to watch this. You watch people go harass people in the VR world. Like they put the helmet on and they go interact with people. And let me tell you, bro, there are some real lonely people out there. And I'm not saying that with any shade. Listen, if I grew up in like Omaha, Nebraska, and I had 2 friends, I'll have the VR chat on my head. I'll have the VR headset on. Okay, that will be me. I'm not even gonna lie. But I got a life, so I don't. So people really take this VR world serious, dude. There are guys that'll go in, and I love watching these videos of people just kind of trolling them and messing around with them. And like guys will kind of like walk through a character or like hit somebody else's avatar with like something, and they'll just be like, "Can you please stop doing that?" And they're like, "Why? Have you ever heard of phantom pain?" This is my favorite thing right here when they talk about phantom pain. I've seen like a bunch of these.
Phantom pain? Are they serious, bro?
I swear, dude. They'll be like, "Can you please stop doing that?" And the guy would be like, "Why?" And he would kind of be like, he'll keep poking him with the sword, like, "Why? Have you ever heard of phantom pain? I can actually feel that, you know." And the guy's like, no, like you're freaking whacked out." And then the guy was like, "Oh yeah? Well, how about you feel this?" And then the VR guy will hit the guy trolling him and be like, "Did you feel that?" And the guy will be like, "No, I didn't feel that because this is VR, dude. Like, what are you talking about?" People are going in, bro. They got like these like poker things or like these bar kind of like, you can go into different settings and, you know, guys will go in there and kind of troll like women. And then you get the white knights, "Unhand her, you heathen. Don't do that to a woman in my chat room." And it's like, oh my God, here he goes. Galloping on the white horse, dude. It's so funny. People. It's so funny. You guys got to look up some VR world trolls, dude. They're so funny. Like, people get so heated over.
Isn't phantom pain when people lose like their limbs?
I think so.
Like, how fucked up is that? Like, you think you got phantom pain, bro? Like, phantom pain is when people like get their arms chopped off and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like, I went to go grab a cup with my arm, but my arm ain't there no more. Like, or whatever it is, right? Like, oh, like, I can still feel like my arm even though it's gone or whatever the fuck. Like, that's what phantom. This man don't even know what the hell he's talking about, bro.
I remember when I was in the shelter, the assistant social worker, like the head boss, I guess, or whatever, he walked up to me. He's like, "Yo, I always see you clutch your eye. Do you have phantom pain?" At that time, I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. It's like, "No, mine's perfectly like check my left eye." I was like, "No, it's just the eyeball." It's like,
it's just an eyeball, man.
It's my eyeball, dude.
He's like, "Oh, I always see every time you're asleep, I see your hand over your eye." Like,
every time you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Why are you watching you sleep, dude? What the hell?
Creepy, bro.
I was like, I get it. Like, I'll do your rounds, but it's kind of creepy.
Do you sleep with your hand over your eye?
No, I don't.
Why do you say that to you?
I have no idea.
How do you know, though? If you watch yourself sleep, you record
How do you know
yourself?
it's not true?
Like, I hope not.
You got to record yourself tonight, like Paranormal Activity. We could watch. We'll do a time lapse of it.
I wonder I'll set that up.
All right, check this out. This is one of them. This is the one I was talking about.
How so?
Because it's bothering me a lot.
How so?
Because it's irritating my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sticking a knife on your eyes. I guess it would, yeah.
Because I have phantom pain!
What is that? You can feel this? You can feel this?
I don't know. Can you feel this?
Nah, not really.
It's bothering me a lot.
Oh, shit. Let me tell you, dude. The internet is such a magical place. Such a magical place. So many great things. We got the Minecraft videos going out there. People are going to the Minecraft shows and the Minecraft movies and treating them like Insane Clown Posse concerts. I mean, it's just a magical place.
Yeah, that's gone out of control. I've seen the videos with the Minecraft movie. I'm like, it's not that deep.
First of all, it is that deep, and I'm waiting for somebody to top everybody. And instead of bringing the popcorn bag or bucket, to bring a working popcorn machine, like plug it in, and then just throw it at somebody's head. That's what I want to see at the next Minecraft movie. Just full on metal popcorn machine, just woo, just flying through the air. Jack
Black surprised movie theaters people at one of the screenings of Minecraft. I seen that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he get a Coca-Cola right to the head when he came out? Bang!
I don't think so. I didn't sit down to watch the full video.
Somebody was talking about that some special needs kid got hit in the head with a Coca-Cola. Bro, that was the best day of that kid's life, bro. Relax. He had a great time.
That's the best part of the movie for him. It was interactive.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 4D experience now.
We got the blind experience.
Well, let's talk about a very somber, grotesque, and violent experience. We love all those descriptors on this show. We're about to get a little dark here. In Houston, Texas, a man was stabbed while going into a funeral home to see where the body of his mother was. When him and his sister went into the funeral home, they made a shocking discovery of rotted bodies. And then they went in and turned up and the brother got stabbed. Let's listen to this insane news story.
It's a very active scene outside of Richardson Mortuary. Now, you have several people taking in the scenes. We're talking about family members who have their loved ones inside that building. We were able to speak with a woman who tells us she was searching for her mothers. It wasn't until she came to this building where she made a shocking discovery.
I saw at least 4 bodies uncovered and 18 in boxes. No AC, no nothing. People, loved ones just sitting there with nets around them. No clothes, nothing. It is hot in the building.
So Tamara and her brother came here and addressed the staff that were inside as they tried to take their mother's body outside of the building. Now that led to a confrontation that ended up leading to her brother being stabbed. Now Houston police confirmed that they did receive a call of assault here and that one person was transported to the hospital. Now as for the owner, how is he responding to all of this? We were able to catch him outside and he tells us he did not know what was going on.
I wasn't here. I came here. I told them, I said, you know what? I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. It's unfortunate. And I'm sorry. But sorry I had to experience this. But God, if God's my witness, I did not know.
So again, very active situation here outside of Richardson Mortuary. Now we know that the bodies that were inside have since been moved to another funeral home where they have proper AC and conditions for those bodies. Now we'll continue to update you both on air and online at fox26houston.com. For now, reporting live in Southwest Houston, Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I don't think the owner really didn't know. I think the people that he hired should be fired and should be sued. Honestly, because I don't think that I don't know why the fuck I say I don't think. I know that's fucked up.
Well, one of them's going to jail for sure. He stabbed the guy, so that guy's going to jail. He's not going to have his job anymore. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's 100%.
That guy's getting locked up.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
That's karma for him or her. I'm not too sure who it was. But that's karma for that person. And I hope the rest of the staff members face the same karma as that person, you know?
It's just very strange to me how this happened. What I want to know is how long were the bodies there? Because that will tell you how long the boss was not checking in on what was going on. It had to be...
I want to know why the employee decided to stab this guy.
He was like, yo, you messing around? Like, you're exposing us probably. So I'll
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. It was like, oh, shit, he's blowing the cover on our fucked up mortuary gig. But
and what's the benefit of this at all? I don't understand. Was this like, if I'm working in a morgue and the AC goes out tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to do is call the boss and say, hey, code red, big issue right now. We need things over here ASAP, right? Like, what's the benefit? This will catch up to you. This is not something you are gaining from, or B,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna pay for it, bro. You're gonna have to pay for all these people's fucking funerals, bro.
The bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Wow. I mean,
why was there no freezers though? That's my question. Because aren't you supposed to put the body in the freezer to keep it cool? Like, why was it out collecting dust and getting bugs and shit? Like, why was it not in the freezer? Like,
hit the floor. We all got those questions, Leonard. The exact questions you have, we all have. And I would love to see an in-depth interview with this owner about how this happened. I want to know how long was he not being a watchful eye for the bodies to be rotted like that or whatever. It had to be at least 4 days, right? Am I off on that? Like at least 4 days? 5 days?
4 or 5 days the most.
Right?
Maybe
so,
a little bit more.
You know, I'm not saying that the guy was like being that negligent. Like, he might have been on vacation. I mean, he might have had he might have said, I'm going to take 3 days away and I trust who I have running this. So I'm not saying the guy's a bad guy or that he knew this was going on. I don't really know. I have no information on it. He seems genuine in the video. I'm not a fucking body language reading expert or whatever. So, you know, the guy could have took a 3-day reprieve or something and came back and all hell's breaking loose. And if that's the case, I feel really bad for the guy because I'm sure he trusted whoever he had in place. And to my point again, this serves no purpose for anybody, so why do it? And how did you not think this was going to catch up to you? You know what I mean? Like, people are going to come for their parents or their loved ones and go, yeah, they're rotting. What's going on with that? What's happening here?
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be like, yeah, that's normal.
No. I don't know if this is utter laziness or what's going on. All right. They need, if you're going to be doing shady stuff in the funeral home, you got to be like my girl, Megan Hess. We talked about her 2 years ago on the show. She was the entrepreneur that was running a funeral home. And instead of giving people the ashes of their loved one, she was giving people like cigarette butts and, you know, like just dust and stuff.
I remember that one.
And she was actually chopping up. She was running a chop shop and selling the body parts to like Harvard and all this stuff. Now that's somebody I can get behind, and that's a cause I can see. That's
a nice, strong, independent woman for you.
That's
Leonard.
right. I could see. See, but if you tell me, right, like, okay, which one would you rather, like, which one could you see have any benefit? I'm like, well, I could see myself chopping up a body, sending the parts out, getting paid, and then just giving the family, unbeknownst to them, just like a bunch of crap. I can see the appeal in that. You know what I mean? Megan Hess, I'm sure right now is doing a nice little sentence. I forgot how long she got. But she's definitely in prison right now. Yeah, these are some sloppy guys. I don't know what's going on over there, but they're no Megan Hess. I'll tell you right. They don't have the standards of Megan Hess. Absolutely insane, man. It's just sad. What a sad situation too.
Prayers to all the families.
That's right. Condolences to all the families. For real. You imagine that? You go in there, your mother's rotting, her face is all caved in and shit.
First of all, I'll tell you something right now, bro. If that happened at my grandma's funeral, I wouldn't have been the guy in the ambulance because he was stabbed. All right, it would have definitely been that guy. Or whoever was working there would have been stabbed by me.
It's like, dude, you're making this worse. Now you're gonna stab the guy. Like, you just don't know how to.
Yeah. What was the end game? Were you just gonna leave? Were you gonna stab this guy and then leave him in the mortuary in like the thing decaying with the rest of the bodies?
Now you know you're retarded.
That's what I'm saying. What's the end? You asked the perfect question there, EJ. What was the end game,
bro?
Dude?
The end game was we're gonna kill him and then get arrested.
Do you think these people were having sex with the bodies?
I hope not, because they're decayed. Like, you figured you'd want to keep them refrigerated.
I believe they were. I believe they were. Let me tell you what. I watched a very in-depth video on necrophilia, and we will get into that eventually on the show. Not this episode. We will talk about necrophilia on the show, and I believe they were having sexual intercourse with those bodies. I bet you. I freaking bet. Not like Megan Hess, a real businesswoman. She was not with the hanky-panky. She was chopping them up, sending them out, cold hard cash, all right? Speaking of cold hard cash, a lot of cold hard cash is funneled through the luxury supermarket named Erewhon. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
Well, there are a couple locations, I believe, but the one that we're going to talk about right now is in Santa Monica, Los Angeles. Erewhon is a luxury supermarket that really got their name out there for their smoothie bar, because they have these smoothies that these like celebrities will make. You know, you go to like a sandwich shop and it's like, hey, this is made by like some celebrity. This is the Tony Soprano sandwich. Hey, now we're gonna sell it. Hey, this is the EJ sandwich, and it has this and that, and they sell it on the menu. Well, Erewhon does that. They have these smoothies that are made by these celebrities, not made by them. These smoothies that are customized by these celebrities with a hefty price tag. I guess Nintendo is behind Erewhon because they are charging, no lie, like $20 for a freaking smoothie. $20, $21. Is that not insane?
It better like refill itself for that much.
It better refill itself, and it better like rejuvenate. It better be like the Fountain of Youth. That better be from the Fountain of Youth, I'm telling you right now. They had a $19 strawberry in there. Imagine that. Bro, you will never see somebody eat a strawberry slower than me if I'm paying it for $19, bro. I would freeze that shit. I would freeze it and take like a razor blade and just slice off a little piece every morning. If I paid $19, I've done a lot of dumb things, but I don't think I've ever done something that dumb, paid $19 for a freaking strawberry. So they're all the rage in LA. All these influencers go, oh my God, I got my Erewhon $20 cup. People love. Oh, I have the Halle Bailey smoothie.
Those people are the reason why they're selling shit like that, though.
Oh, yeah. It's all about being seen there and having the cup and having the bag and oh my God, I have the Selena Gomez smoothie. It's $80. So LOL on these people. Because,
why does everybody think they're an influencer now just because they have a phone?
Listen, the Erewhon was just shut down for a little while because of a massive roach infestation. Okay, now this is what I thought was funny about the article that somebody pointed out. So the spokesperson said, yeah, we had a roach. And one of the employees in the article said, yeah, they found 2 roaches. But then the health department is quoted as saying, in the closure for the Santa Monica location, the public health department found the store had a major issue with rodents, insects, birds, or animals, proceeding to records posted online. That doesn't sound like 1 or 2 roaches to me.
That sounds like
and I feel like if it was just roaches, they would have said that. They wouldn't have included all these other animals and stuff.
That sounds like an episode of Bar Rescue or, Kitchen Nightmares where they go, what the fuck is this? Shut this down right now. They had Gordon Ramsay and John Taffer in there. What is that?
Oh, my God, bro. They should have sent, oh, my God. They should have sent Ramsay there, bro. That would have been so good.
A fucking moldy strawberry, you cunt. Get out of here. Shut this down.
Fuck you.
Flipping tables and stuff. Bro, if I'm going to Erewhon and paying for a $20 thing, they better have like a force field around there where nothing gets in, nothing negative can get in. Like, I better be guaranteed the utmost.
It better be a safe space.
I think they said they were rated a B when they got their rating. They got like the cleanliness rating or whatever the hell. They got a B.
Who lied? Somebody lied on their behalf.
And a B's not even that great. If I'm paying upwards of $20 for some fucking fruit, I don't want that to be a B. That better be a S tier. They better make a new letter, a new number, S tier freaking service.
plus.
Exactly. If I'm paying that, so imagine that you go to Erewhon every day and you get your little salad that's $17, and then you find out there's roaches all up in that shit. That is an LOL, dude. Come on, you can afford some preventative measures. Don't you think?
How you a rich supermarket but dirty as hell? Make that make sense.
And that's in California, right?
Facts.
Of course. Where else would it be? Where else would that be?
Yeah, no, that was like my point.
Where else would
Only
that
in California you could get away with running a shoddy business like that.
Yeah, I guess this is just like, like a bunch of influencer kids. They go and a bunch of people with money to burn, and they just love just the status of going to the supermarket. Listen, I'm not above. Everybody knows I'm not above for overpaying for things, but I do not see myself doing this. This is just that's a new level right there. The Erewhon level is not for me. That smoothie, you can make that at home, bro. That's the definition of we got a smoothie at home, dude. This reminds me of the time I went to a smoothie place by my house like years and years ago, and I loved it, dude. Like, I loved it. So I went like every day. I was going all the time. And then one day I walk out and I saw they had a C on the door. And I was like, well, see you later. Never coming back here. What the fuck? Like, how you even open with a C? What am I drinking? What do you got me drinking in here? That was nuts, dude. Leonard, are you a fan of pickles?
Not really.
Leonard, are you a fan of Popeyes?
Yeah.
What do you get from Popeyes? Please enlighten us.
The boneless chicken, like the mac and cheese.
You like the mac and cheese. Do you like the fries?
Nah, I can't eat those.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not a huge fan of Popeyes. I do enjoy Popeyes, but I do like pickled flavored things. And boy, was I excited when on April, I believe, 2nd, I saw that Popeyes announced their pickle menu items. They had pickle glazed chicken, like boneless chicken, chicken wings. They had the chicken sandwich. They also had the pickle chicken sandwich. Yeah. They also had a pickle flavored lemonade and fried pickles. Oh boy, when I say that I ordered that in like sub 30 seconds, okay, like less than 30 seconds with rush delivery, I was jumping around the house like Tigger. Everybody in the building knew that it was coming. I was like, did you see the thing? Did you hear the news? I was like Paul Revere running through the building. The pickles are, I was so excited. All right. So I get my order, and the first thing these motherfuckers do is they don't give me the pickle flavored lemonade. One of the things I was looking forward to the most. Okay, so that's strike number 1 on how Popeyes ruined my day that day. Okay? So I was already turned off, but I said, whatever. We have the fried pickles. We have the pickle glazed chicken. That's going to be amazing. So I eat the fried pickles, and I think they're pretty good. I think they're solid, a little too much batter for my liking, and I feel like the pickles they used weren't up to par. Wasn't enough tang, but I gave them a little bit high of a rating. I think they were fine. So then I eat the chicken, and I go, this just tastes like spice. I mean, it was hot, dude. It was a hot piece of chicken. And I'm on the phone with Stephanie, and she's like, oh, you a bitch. Like, you can't handle no spice. Like, everybody knows how much of a little bitch you are when it comes to spice.
She's not wrong.
She's talking wild crap, right? Because I'm telling her, like, dude, I think they gave me the wrong order. I got the chicken. I got everything, the chicken sandwich and the chicken wings. And I'm like, dude, all I'm tasting is mad spice. Like, what the hell? I think I got the wrong thing. So I told Stephanie to get it. Her order was right behind me, right? So now I'm thinking, I kind of smell pickle on the stuff, but I don't know for sure. All I'm tasting is straight heat, right? So Stephanie gets her order. And what's the first thing she says, class? That her Popeyes, which is 4 hours away from mine, didn't give her the pickle lemonade. If you don't have it, don't put it on the fucking menu, okay? Don't put it on the bill if you don't got it, because how the hell did I not get it and Stephanie not get it? And we didn't wait all day. We ordered like a couple hours, maybe. It was like 11 in the morning or something like that. Like, how the fuck is it already gone? What's going on with the supply chain? So then Stephanie tries it, right? And I'm like, all right, like, now we're going to see if I got the wrong order, because I swear I got the wrong order. And what do you know? As soon as she eats it, she goes, oh my God, this is so hot. I was like, in your face. She's like, oh, Dre needs to come finish this. It's so hot. I'm like, who's a baby now? I wasn't even going that crazy. I said, this is what I said about the chicken. If you were to sell this to me as just spicy chicken, I would like it, and I just might buy it if I'm into spicy chicken that day. Sometimes I'm into spicy food. It's like every 3 months or something like that. Once in a while I'll eat some Takis. So my idea was about it. My thought was that it was good, but it was spicy as hell, and it wasn't marketed as spicy. And to me, I didn't taste no pickle on that bitch. But every time I'm watching a review, hey, I'm going to try the new pickle chicken. Everybody's like, oh, man, the pickle taste is popping. I'm like, where the fuck? It wasn't popping up in mine, and it wasn't popping up in Stephanie's. Like, I think she said she kind of tasted the pickle. They got to be capping.
You must have got the wrong order then.
No. Because it was just as spicy as Stephanie. So what, did they give us both the wrong order? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Because I did smell pickle, so I know it was present. But what they just did, I don't know what kind of formula they used. Like, it was literally just spicy ass chicken with maybe a little bit of pickle. Popeyes ruined my day that day. Like, I was so excited for that. What'd you say, Lenny?
And this is why I don't order Popeyes no more.
Oh, you have bad experiences?
No, this food is just not. You spend almost $28 just for a Popeyes order from Uber Eats or some shit. It's it's not worth it anymore. And the food quality has gone down.
Has it really?
Yeah.
I haven't ordered, other than that, I haven't really eaten Popeyes. And when I do, I pretty much just get fries or something. I don't really get a lot of stuff from there. I'm not a big Popeyes guy. So you feel like it has diminished over time, as everything has. I feel like McDonald's, that's how I feel about McDonald's. I used to be a big McDonald's fan, and now I don't even eat there.
What? You remember back in school? That's all we ever ate was fucking McDonald's.
Every day I'm coming in with, I still stand on the McGriddle. I still think that's good. Every day.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only thing that's still good.
Every day I came in with the
and
McGriddle.
Probably the fries, right? As long as
the fries are good.
Them.
The fries are usually good. But
fries, McGriddle, and the nuggies. But sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're not hitting, bro. I don't know what it is.
Them nuggies are dry as hell and they trash.
I don't fuck with the nuggies anymore. I used to be Mr. Chicken Nugget all day. Chicken 20 piece, bang, bang. Ask anybody. Now I don't even want to look at them. I'll eat the Dino Nuggets out the freezer. They're way better.
Facts.
Dead ass. The only thing they got is the fries, and we all know that they spray that with an exorbitant amount of chemicals. So I don't even want them. We all hear the horror stories about their plantation that they got going on over there. And the McGriddle.
Wait. I don't know about that. Wait, they have a...
I mean, from what I hear, they bomb the shit out of those potatoes. Bomb them with all this chemical to the point where, the guys, the farmers and stuff, they don't even go outside for 2 days, or a whole day. Yeah, they go out with hazmat and shit.
It's that bad.
This is what I heard. This is the horror stories I've heard.
Who's telling you this?
Where
you get your info from?
The VR world, from the furries in the VR world. We were talking about it. The VR.
You got phantom pain right now?
I got phantom pain from the fries. That's what I heard.
You're going to also have appendicitis, phantom citis, too.
That's what you get from the McDonald's?
Yeah, you're going to have that.
Let me tell you this, dude. What I am now, call me Mr. BK. Get me the crown. I go in there, I'm knocking out 2 Whoppers. On a good day, on a light day, a Whopper and a Whopper Junior. Okay? Then, this is what you got to do, though. Pay attention. You get onion rings on the side. You put it on your burger, on your Whopper. Okay? Now, you also put some barbecue sauce. You put barbecue sauce on the Whopper. You can take the ketchup and shit off, but you put the barbecue sauce with an onion ring on your Whopper. You will not regret it. I'll tell you that right now.
He ain't lying.
You like that, right? You like that.
I used to do that shit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's called a hack. That's what I like to hear. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, so, I mean, Popeyes ruined my day. I was so excited for the pickle menu, and they just bombed. It was an epic bomb, and everybody's talking about how it tasted like dill pickle, bro. It tastes like shit, bro. It tasted like heat, but it was good. If you would have just gave me that and said, here's some spicy chicken, I'd be like, damn, this is good. But I ain't taste no pickle. I don't like that. So, you know what? 2 out of 5. Not even. 1 out of 5. 1.
It don't even deserve.
Oh my God, 1 out of 5
I
is
don't even
bad
get
for
my
you.
damn lemonade, man. I gotta look for it tomorrow. I might go out tomorrow and try to look for the lemonade. Ridiculous. Leonard, you watch an extreme amount of shows. I love to hear about all the shows that you watch. I've never heard of a man who watches shows with such tenacity, with such vigor as you. And I would love to hear about every show you watch, but let me get this off first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We got Love on the Spectrum, season 3 recently. And wow, was it a magical season. This may have been my personal favorite season. I've heard others repeat that sentiment. Let me just break it down real quick with no real spoilers. In case you haven't seen it, Love on the Spectrum is a show, a Netflix show where they put adults with autism on dates, sometimes with other people with autism, sometimes not. This season, I think everybody went on a date with somebody with autism, except for when they do speed dating. I love the speed date. Remember I showed you the speed date, Eddie?
Yeah.
This was my favorite, dude. This was my favorite. Like, oh God, I can't remember this dude's name, but one of the guys goes on the speed date with the chick, and I mean, this reminded me of one of the dates I had. Like, and this guy gets like very nervous and very like wound up whenever he goes on a date. And this girl was just giving him, bless you. This girl was giving him absolutely nothing, bro. He just kept like talking and talking. He just kept like, he started to just like repeat the questions. He's like, like, okay, so like, tell me about yourself. Like, what do you like to do? And then she's just like, I like to fish. He's like, oh, okay. Okay. So like what kind of movies? Like, what kind of movies? Like, I like horror movies. Oh, okay. I really like horror. I like horror movies. So, okay. So like, what kind of like, what are you into? And then she's like, oh, I already asked that. And then she's just sitting there like, I'm like, girl, get off.
No substance.
Get off the show, bro. Get off the show. My man was really trying, dude. One of the things I loved most about Love on the Spectrum season 3 was the new additions to the cast, baby. We got Madison. Madison was fucking epic, talking about how back in the day she was a straight menace. I used to rip stuff up and smack people around and tear the room up. And she's like, I was just like wilding out just all day. And then all of a sudden, it was like her origin story, like an anime origin. She's like, and then one day, my friend shows me beads and shows me how to make a bracelet, and that was it. I was just calm for the rest of my life. Like now she's 28, she just makes bracelets all day. Just like she just makes mad bracelets. She has all these American Girl dolls. Like she's so cool, she's so chill, so sweet. I freaking loved Madison, man. Like such a pure soul. She was great to watch. Then you got my girl Pari. Okay, first of all, sick name. Awesome name, and just another sweetheart, man. She ends up going on a date with a woman who's also autistic and visually impaired. Okay, so shout out to the homies. We got representation on Love on the Spectrum. I saw that cane. I said, yeah, there we go. White cane day, baby. Finally.
Oh, no.
I don't think they had any other blindies on that show. But let me tell you, man, their dates were just so amazing to watch. They were just so sweet. Like these two women are like just like two of the most kind-hearted, just chill women I've ever seen on reality TV. I had so much fun watching them. They were just so pure, and they both had some great dates. Then we got the return, baby, the return of the Mac, our return subjects. We had Danny, who's an animator, and Danny is a straight-up freak-a-leak, okay? Everything she wants to do is sex. She was shoving her tongue down the guy, a monster, and you hear him coughing. Like she's like her tongue is like slithering down the guy's esophagus, right? He's like, like my girl is on top of him, dude. She's been dating him for like a year or something like that, and she is pressing this dude to lay her, dude. Like everything she does. It eventually comes down to they're having their year anniversary or something, and she's like, I made you this animation, and she shows him the animation, and it's of them going to have sex, and he's like, oh, I don't know, like I don't know, and he's like a Christian guy, so he doesn't want to do it. But then they're like dancing, and Danny's throwing it back on him, like twerking. And my man don't know what to do. He don't know what to. He's like, I'm like, the first thing I wrote in my notes was, he cannot handle her anymore. Like, he cannot. She's just the woman who knows what she wants. Okay. She's a woman who knows what she wants. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but Danny is out there in heat, bro. In heat the whole show. Then a lot of people said Connor was the one that really stole the show here. And Connor was, man. Connor was really out there going on dates, laying it all out on the line. And there was a scene where Connor's mom hooked him up with a blonde woman. And he was pissed. Okay, because, you know, autistic people like you, Eddie, you guys have your preferences. You know what I mean?
What do you mean like me? I'm not autistic, bro. You wish I was.
Oh, stop. You're not specky.
No.
Not a little bit. Not even low on the spec?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Hold on.
You wish I was, though. It would have made for better content.
You already do enough. I'm trying to see if I can find the clip of him. Oh, the other guy I was talking about, his name is James in the beginning. That's who I'm talking about. Damn, I was trying to find the clip of him and his mom, dude, because his mom was like, I just want to like, it was like she's told him that the girl had like the girl had one eyeball or something. He was like, I just want to like warn you, she is a blonde. And he's like, how dare you betray me like this? And everybody's like, what? And she's like, I'm sensing you're a little mad. He's like, I am mad. I'm pissed off. And we're like, what the hell, dude? It's just a blonde. She's like, he's like pastor. Every time we go to Hooters, I'm like, what'd you think? Oh, they were all blonde. I'm like, oh, bro, don't be gay about this. Come on, stop it now. Stop it. Connor was carrying.
He wants a nice brunette lady, man.
He loves the brunettes. How dare you? I was like, wow, my man is pissed, dude. It was so funny. My man gets all wound up. But then he just flames his mom 24/7, you know, flames her. She'll ask like, oh, you know, he doesn't like any kind of probing questions. Like, do you think you might kiss her? He's like, don't even bring it up. Don't even bring that up. And then she's like, well, what do you think what did you think about me? Like, I guess he has a stepdad at this point. She's like, I kissed, you know, Rob on the first date. He's like, I think you were desperate. And everybody's like, oh, shit. And then she's like, you think I'm desperate? What if I just, you know, really liked him? He's like, I think you were just embarrassed you were a single mom at that point. And everyone's like, wow.
Oh my God.
Bow.
So hold on. Is this her kid from before?
Yeah, it's her.
Right?
Like, yeah, he's like 20 something.
So my man just shitting on her, like, bro, like you were a single mom with me, like you were just trying to get whatever you could.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then obviously you got Abby and David, the original couple from the first season. They're still holding on strong. 3 years. They're going out to safaris. They're watching The Lion King. And there was a part where Abby wrote a song for David, and it was like literally beautiful, dude. Let me tell you this right now. I'm not even lying. The last episode of Love on the Spectrum season 3 had me crying all over the place.
Oh my God.
Crying
bro.
all over the room.
Oh my God,
I'm
bro. You
serious.
crying over the show?
Bro, because a lot of people were getting their first kiss. People were having great dates. There was a lot of emotion. Leonard, back me up on this, man.
He doesn't watch
but
it.
But you would cry, right?
I might.
He might. He's a sensitive guy.
You might cry for what?
I might cry.
For your first kiss? You never kissed a bitch before, Leonard? That's a lie. I think that's a lie.
I have kissed a girl, Eddie. Have you kissed a regular girl?
What's a regular girl?
Have I kissed? No, I've never kissed a girl before, Leonard. How dare you ask me such probing questions? How dare you, sir?
What do you mean? What do you mean by a regular girl? Like, you think he kissed like? What are you saying?
What are you saying? My actions weren't regular enough?
No. Well, your last girl was kind of special, but you know.
Which one? Which you?
I'll bleep the name. Say who it is. Wow. What do you think about that, EJ?
I mean, What did you say? She's not normal. I mean,
Yeah,
that's true, but
she's not.
I don't really understand what you're getting at by that. Like, what are you? Are you
I
trying
mean,
to say that a kiss with a not normal bitch doesn't count?
I mean, that's the only girl you ever kissed besides like.
Dude, that you know of? My man speaking on my behalf now? That's crazy.
Is that
That's
true? Is that
crazy.
true? Eddie?
How
That's the
dare
only
you,
woman
Leonard?
you've. It's the only woman you've kissed. That's crazy.
That's what he thinks.
So that's
I
not
mean,
true.
to be fair, it's probably the only woman he's ever seen me kiss. So
Yeah, you guys would
you
be
know,
swapping.
I can't be mad at him for thinking that, but I just understand what's the problem with that with her though. What's the
There's
beef
no
you got?
problem. There's no beef with that.
But
There's no problem
But
with
she's
that.
not regular though, because you said if you kissed a
Yeah, but like
regular,
what my thing is, what's the problem
you
with
know
having
who?
that first kiss with a bitch that's not regular? Like
There is
what's
no
the
problem. I'm just saying she wasn't regular. She wasn't.
What makes her irregular though?
What I mean by not regular, I mean like she was special needs. I'm talking like a regular girl, like
Oh,
regular.
so this is some ableist shit you do right. Are you saying that like a girl that is not visually impaired or have a disability is higher on the totem pole? She's more value?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, kind of. You're like, have you kissed a
I'm confused.
normal
I'm
girl?
confused. Are you saying it's worse that she's not love on the spectrum level, or is it
Oh, come
better?
on.
Like,
That's
what are you
crazy.
saying? I'm
I'm
confused.
saying you, as far as I know, you never kissed a girl that wasn't special needs.
I mean, is there something wrong with that though? That's my point. Like, what if that was true though? Is that bad?
Well, then good for him.
She wasn't like mentally retarded. She wasn't like out there.
I was just saying all that.
She just had bad vision. She just couldn't see the kiss coming. That's it. But when she got it, she liked it, right, Eddie?
She actually kissed me first. If you want to, if we're all gonna be truthful here.
We're gonna speak candidly here.
Yeah, we're all gonna speak candidly like Leonard. She kissed me first, so
Oh,
you know, I didn't even really make the move.
okay.
I got kissed, okay? And you know what? It wasn't bad.
An utter gentleman. Eddie, always the gentleman. Always the gentleman.
What a gentleman. Round of applause for you, Eddie.
That's
Golf
right.
pot.
That's
Golf
right.
pot.
And round of
Leonard,
applause.
what about you though, man? I mean, what about you? Would you cry? I mean, I'm assuming you kissed you've been involved with other ladies, right?
Well,
I mean, I'm
okay,
assuming
wait. Why are y'all talking about if he would? I didn't ask him if he would cry when he got his first kiss. I asked if he would cry watching the show. Why would you
that's
cry?
even worse.
Can you
That's even worse
imagine
than
you
just watching the
cry?
show.
Okay, the only people I would accept crying while getting their first kiss is the people on Love on the Spectrum. Like that, I can imagine. But like, imagine like you cry, Leonard. Like the girl's gonna look at you like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'm not gonna cry. I'll cry later, but not in front of her though.
Hey, did you cry when you got your first kiss?
No.
Did you cry when we got you that prostitute that time?
No.
You should have cried. Honestly, I would have appreciated that on the show. Because I cried for you. I was happy for you.
I should have cried when she kissed me. I should have been like, "How dare you didn't ask for my permission first."
She assaulted you.
It could have been ketchup on your burger.
Oh yeah,
no.
that's right. That's right.
Don't do this, Leonard.
So, round of applause for Love on the Spectrum. As I said, the last episode had me weeping all over the place. I thought this was an absolutely fantastic season, a heartwarming season. We got some incredible dates. We got some dates that went absolutely off the rails. And that's the fun part of Love on the Spectrum is they're not all winners. Some of the dates are very awkward. And, you know, it just is what it is. That's what makes a great dating show. Some of the dates just aren't successful and they're very awkward and it's like painful to watch, but it's a lot of fun. But then you get these success stories and it's just so amazing to watch. It was beautiful. Can't wait for Love on the Spectrum season 4, baby. This was an absolute banger.
So what moment specifically made you cry?
Well, it was just an amalgamation. I feel I don't want to like give away too
It was
much.
just a build up from the whole season.
Well, I think Abby's song to David was just great. That made me cry. That started the floodgates.
Okay. And I don't want to sound disrespectful, but was it an actually good
song? No, she was good, man.
Or
It was
nice?
It was good. The song was good.
Okay.
I mean, her mom was crying. Everybody on the show was crying. I was crying. It was, and then
Oh, maybe you're one of those guys.
And
You just
then-
cry because everybody else is.
and
I
then
think
things
that's
just kept snowballing in a positive way. Like this was one of the most positive endings. I feel like it didn't end well for everybody on the show, unfortunately, but I feel like it was a positive for most of the subjects on the show. And let me say this right now: people with this bullshit narrative that they're infantilizing these people. They're not infantilizing them because they put like quirky music or they put like music that is made like kind of like frames this as adorable. These people like do adorable shit. It's not like that's what they do. Sometimes they like do endearing, adorable, heartwarming things, and you're gonna put music that matches that. You're not gonna put conflicting music, dude. I don't think these people are being framed like they're babies or like they can't fend for themselves. Like, yeah, these people need help getting put on dates. Some of these people are way worse off than others because there's different levels of the spectrum. I mean, there was a guy that literally couldn't handle his date. He like was hunched over on the table with headphones, and it's like, it's sad. That's not even like a fun train wreck to watch.
Sounds like something I would do.
That's like, yeah.
This is literally a me move. Just hunch over, put my earbuds in, be like,
Dead
yeah,
ass.
sorry, bitch.
And he with the thing that kind of made me sad about it was he was very aware of it. He was like, I know I'm doing this, but like I'm very overwhelmed right now, blah, blah, blah. It's like, these are the way the subjects are behaving. These are the way these people are behaving. So you're going to put the music that's appropriate to it. I don't think that they're being infantilized in any
You call
way.
them subjects? That's crazy.
They're the subjects of the show. They're the cast, I should say. That's the way the
That's
cast
better.
behaves, dude. I don't really see where the infantilization comes. They're not making them seem like they're not belittling them, or they're not making them seem like they're literally doing heartwarming shit. These people, like a lot of the people on the show, are like very pure of heart, and they're a lot better off than a lot of us who are like play dating games, aka like me, people that do dumb shit when they have relationships and stuff. So they're better than me. I'll tell you that right now. And I love the freaking show. Leonard, you are a maniac. Okay, every time I ask you what show you're watching, it's a new show. You told me today that you had to do the show at 10 o'clock because you were finishing a show. Can you please give us the list, the extensive list on every show that you are currently watching right now? I find this fascinating.
So on Sundays from 8 to 11 o'clock, I watch Tracker, Watson, which is a brand new show.
Tracker, okay, hold on. Tracker Watson, that's like a detective show?
So Tracker is like, his name is Colt. I forgot his last name, but his name is Colt, and he tracks people down. Like he finds like missing people. That's a really good show. You should watch CBS at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
You should catch up with that. I think it's on season 2.
Okay.
At the end, it's season finale. April is like when all the shows start to wrap up, and then like May is like the list of season finales.
Are you depressed in April when all your shows are, or do you feel like an empty man?
Like once like everything is over, I'm like, damn, there's like nothing really to watch until like Big Brother comes on, which comes on like
Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother is so you watch Big Brother?
Yeah,
all right,
I watch every season.
All right,
but I watch Tracker. I watch Watson. It's an interesting show. Watching. It's a brand new series.
Watson.
Yeah, Watson.
Okay, next.
I watch Equalizer. I watch Suits. That just came out. It's a reboot, kind of.
Okay.
You gotta watch the original Suits before you watch Suits LA.
I've seen Suits. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so if you watch Suits LA, it'll make sense to you.
Okay, next.
I watch NCIS on Mondays, and NCIS are Ordinary.
That's
like
two different shows?
Yeah, that's two different shows. NCIS, NCIS, the regular one, that's on its 22nd season. NCIS Ordinaries is on its first season. So this is a brand new series.
Wow. Everybody was clamoring for another Law and Order. That's what we need.
Law and Order's been out for like decades.
Oh yeah. What's next?
Tuesdays, I watch FBI Most Wanted, and FBI
Oh,
International.
so that's 3 shows?
Yeah,
FBI Most Wanted, FBI Chicago?
no international.
Okay. Okay.
Those Most Wanted International. This will be their last season.
Okay.
They're not coming back on next season.
Okay.
Damn.
And then what's next after that?
Also on Tuesdays, I watched The Rookie. That's on its 7th season. That's a really good show. Y'all should watch it.
Okay, next.
Because Rookies is like, it's real life. It's not real life, but it's acting. But they train, but offset, they train like real cops.
You're
So,
boring, Eddie. Look at Eddie's yawning at you. That's so disrespectful.
No,
man.
no,
That's
no,
so
no.
disrespectful.
Past my bedtime.
Wednesdays, I watch the CSI. I watch Chicago series, Chicago Med, Fire, and PD.
So that's 3?
Yeah, that's 3.
Holy shit. My man's writing it all down right now.
I watch Amazing Race when it comes on. That's seasonal. That's like once, like that's at the beginning of the year, and then there's another one at the end of the year.
Okay.
I watch on Thursdays. I watch Madlock and Elsbeth, and I also watch Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
So
then that's 3 shows right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Friday?
Friday, I watch 3 shows. I watch NCIS Sydney, which is the first ever international NCIS show. I watch Fire Country, which I think everybody should watch. That's a really good show.
That sounds like a banger, yeah. Fire Country.
Jelly Roll was just on the last episode, last Friday.
Man, I'm crazy. Yeah, I like Jelly Roll. Shout out to Jelly Roll.
He did a really good job on that episode.
I bet. I love Jelly Roll. I just saw him the other day. Not in person, on computer.
Yeah. And then I watch SWAT. And then on Saturdays, I just watch One Piece on Tsunami. And that's all I watch.
All right, so let's count this out. How many shows?
My man watches like your like watch habits are like typical like retired man kind of shows. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, I don't got to work anymore. What's on? Just NCIS. All right.
Basically, I watch a lot of shows. It keeps me entertained.
Dude, you watch 22 shows.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
In a week?
Yeah.
You are a fascinating specimen. That is crazy. I watch maybe like 2 shows a year.
And like 3, and then like, you know, like there's like chunks where like 3 of them are like the same thing, just like somewhere else. You know what I mean?
like Chicago Fire,
you're
Chicago
watching,
Med.
like reboots of like the same show.
Dude,
the Chicago series is really good. You should watch it.
Okay, so does Chicago Med ever like overlap and intertwine with Chicago Fire? They cross over?
Oh yeah,
you're like, oh shit, that's Jason from Chicago Fire.
It's a big crossover. They just had a crossover not too long ago.
Real? They do like an Avengers kind of episode where all 3 shows come together?
Oh my god,
really
Chicago
cool.
Endgame, get the fuck out of here.
When did they last do that one?
I think in February.
And it's like a big event, like you love it, you look forward to it.
Yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
It's like a mass casual incident type situation.
All right, because like an
because they're all in Chicago, so like I'm assuming there's like a fucking earthquake. Like, well, Chicago PD and Med are linking up right now.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a big disaster that all of them can converge and all assist, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Go watch one of those amazing shows, Chicago Law and Order, or maybe Texas Burn Unit, whatever you think sounds good, and let Leonard know what you think about it.
One Piece, right there at the end.
There you go.
You know what you also should watch that just came out? Oh, my camera's off. What is it called? The Brilliant Mind. It's about a guy that has a facial disability. But he's a doctor at a psych unit. He's the director of the psych unit at Bronx Hospital.
Oh, for me, I thought you were talking about The Good Doctor.
Nah, that was also a good show too. Y'all should go check that out. I'm mad that they canceled that.
They canceled it. That's crazy.
The Good Doctor. I don't think I've seen that one. What is that one?
It was about a doctor that had autism.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not talking about
he's
Young
like-
Sheldon?
No,
I thought that was Young Sheldon.
no. This
No,
doctor-
it's not.
Oh, well, same thing to me.
the doctor that plays the autistic doctor, he was also on Bates Motel.
Oh, wow. So they're doing Med on the Spectrum. They got Med on the Spectrum, too. They're doing Doctors on the Spectrum. Wow, wonderful.
Doc on the spec.
That's right, Doc on the Spec. So there you go. Do you gentlemen have anything you want to say before we depart?
Make sure y'all
Go ahead, Lenny.
subscribe.
That's right.
Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
That's right.
Leave a comment, share it out. We're trying to get Gritty up to at least 1K by the end of the year on YouTube.
1 million by the end of the year. We want 1 million subs. So
If he gets 1 million subs, he'll show his feet.
I'll show my feet. Eddie loves that. Eddie loves feet content.
Not me, not yours.
You
not
love
yours,
feet.
definitely.
So, thanks for watching, y'all.
Peace and love. See you
ya.
next time.